In a quiet green jungle, there lived a little bear named Bruno. Bruno lived alone. He had no parents, no friends. Every day, Bruno tried to play with other animals in the forest. He ran with the rabbits, but he was slow. The rabbits laughed and said, "You are too slow, Bruno." He climbed with the monkeys, but he slipped and fell. The monkeys also laughed at him. "You are too fat, Bruno." He sang with the birds, but his voice was loud and rough. The birds laughed and said, "You are too loud, Bruno." Every evening, Bruno walked back home with a heavy heart. One day, as the moon rose in the sky, Bruno walked sadly beside the river. The river flowed gently, shining silver under the moonlight. Bruno murmured softly, "I'm not good at anything. I'll never make any friends." And then a slow yet gentle voice spoke behind him. "Why the long face, Bruno?" It was Grandpa Turtle, the wisest animal in the forest. Bruno growled quietly. "Nothing." Grandpa Turtle smiled and said, "Come, sit with me." They sat beside the river, watching the ripples dance on the water. "You can tell me," Grandpa Turtle said kindly. Bruno shared everything. How the animals laughed at him, how lonely he felt. Grandpa listened with a smile and nodded. Then he said, "When I was young, I was very bad at swimming. But you know what? I practiced every day. Slowly, I became better." Bruno looked at Grandpa Turtle in awe. "Grandpa, you tried every day, even though you were bad at it?" But Grandpa, he gave him a wise look. "You see, Bruno, failing one day is not bad, but giving up, that's not good enough." And with that, just with a warm smile on his face, Grandpa Turtle walked away. But those words hit Bruno like a mountain. Bruno stayed by the river. Unconsciously, he picked up a small stone and threw it into the water. The stone made ripples against the flowing river. Bruno stared. He threw another stone, and again the ripples crossed the water again. Bruno felt curious. What? A small stone is creating ripples like that? He was really curious. The next day, Bruno returned to the river. He practiced again. Day after day, Bruno kept at it, throwing the rocks and practicing. After many days, a stone suddenly skipped across the water. And after 2 months, a stone skipped 4 times and reached the other side of the river. Bruno laughed happily. He was really shocked at his own development. He practiced even more. That was the first time Bruno got hooked into something. 2 more months passed slowly. Now Bruno could send a stone skipping across the river even with his eyes closed. One day, a monkey watched from a tree branch. The monkey saw the stone skip across the water like it was magic. Being curious, the monkey climbed down. He picked up a stone and tried to copy Bruno. But the stone sank straight into the river instead of skipping. But the monkey, he didn't give up. He tried again. But it was the same result as the last one. He missed every time. The monkey looked embarrassed. But Bruno, he smiled gently. He didn't laugh. Instead, Bruno opened up softly. Try holding the stone like this and throw it low, not high. After listening to Bruno's advice, the monkey tried again. And this time, his eyes widened with joy as the stone skipped twice across the water. He jiggled happily. And you know what? Bruno felt warm inside. That evening, Bruno walked back home with a happy heart for the first time. The next day, the monkey returned. But this time, he was not alone. He brought his friends along. They practiced together by the river. They laughed, they learned, and they played Bruno's game. 2 days passed like it was nothing. The rabbits of the jungle noticed something was strange. One of the rabbits pointed it out. Hey, the monkeys are not playing in the trees anymore. The birds also noticed. They chirped together. They are not also singing with us. Then the animals heard the sound of laughter. As they followed that sound, they reached the riverside. And there they saw Bruno. He was teaching everyone how to skip a stone across the river. The animals watched. Some of them got really curious and tried. And with Bruno's advice, they grew a little by little. And soon, everyone was playing together. Bruno was not alone anymore. Bruno had not joined their games. He had created his own. And this time, everyone wanted to join him.